Thanks for that great introduction, Mike. My name is Matthew Clarkson. I'm the Global Director of Sustainability, and I cannot be more thrilled and excited to welcome you all to our End Plastic Waste Global Showcase, featuring 15 amazing startups that have come out of our Silicon Valley in our Paris program, and the amazing work they've been doing over the last 7 months with either the Alliance themselves, the Alliance members, or a few different partners that we work with at Plug and Play. So, before I get into the details of, today's event, I just want to back up a little bit and tell you a little bit about how we got here. So Plug and Play Sustainability actually has 3 pillars under it. So first off is our End Plastic Waste Innovation Platform. We've been working with startups across different parts of the plastics value chain, whether they're tackling, areas of issues in collection, sorting, processing, or startups that are finding end-use markets for this type of plastic waste. We look at finance of incentivizing people to collect plastic waste or, take it. We look at river pollution prevention, waste material change, and then design of plastic to make it easier to recycle. Our other 2 new pillars that will be launching in early 2021 is our water resilience program that focuses on all the different aspects of the water industry. So whether it's treatment, digitalization, conservation, recycling, or plant process optimization, or infrastructure. We then look at circularity. And in our circular economy program, we look at, really enabling the circular economy, moving away from a linear economy, not so focused on plastics, but other types of materials and industries that really need to move to a much more sustainable solution. We're also looking a lot on carbon neutrality and working with partners all around the world on making them carbon neutral by working with startups in different parts of the world and in different industries. So how we got here was Plug and Play created a call for applications late last year in October, where we announced to the world that we are accepting applications from startups that are tackling plastic waste, and we invite everyone to apply. From there, Plug and Play actually also did its own sourcing through our team of ventures people all around the world to find these really exciting startups. So from that, we created an elite list of 50 companies, which were then narrowed down to a top 20 and ultimately a top 11 by the panel members you see on the side of your screen that were, reviewing these startups and then voted on which ones to be going on to the next stage and ultimately into the program. This is an example of our Paris program. We have different panel members for our Silicon Valley program and different members from our Singapore program. So from this, we've actually already accelerated 32 startups around the world. The top 10 from Silicon Valley have already graduated. They graduated back in May. And today actually marks the end of our Paris program. We're very sad at the end of it, but it's not really the end. It's really just the beginning of working with these startups to drive more collaboration together, to drive much more meaningful impact and investments through so that these startups can work on getting their solutions out there to different parts of the world that really need it. And we're right now only a month into our Singapore program, and we cannot be more thrilled to see the types of collaborations and partnerships that have already been being formed. But one thing I do want to stress is these are the 15 that will be talking today. So we'll be hearing from all of them in our next Global Showcase event that we'll be having early 2021. You'll be hearing from the rest of the startups on their partnerships and engagements that have been being formed as a result of this program. So the thing I really want to stress to everyone is, there's been a lot of studies out there. A lot of things have been kind of taking a step back or put on the back burner because of COVID, but now is really the time for action. Now is really the time to start engaging with these startups, to start engaging with different members of the Alliance itself, different Plug and Play members, or Plug and Play itself. If you have any questions on how you can engage with us, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. We're always happy to chat and figure out how you can work with us. And that's really what we want to do, is we want to drive more engagements together. We want to make sure the right people are working together and create new and interesting ways of collaboration, ultimately with the goal of driving long-lasting impact and making our world far more sustainable. And that's the purpose of today's event. We want you to hear from these startups, hear from these corporations, and from the Alliance themselves on how they've been working with startups over the last 7 months, how they've been collaborating with one another and really driving meaningful impact and creating new projects all around the world. So first off, I'd love for us to get started with a fireside chat. But before that, quick housekeeping items. You'll be hearing from every single member of Plug and Play sustainability team on how, they introduce the next panel or fireside chat or startup. They've been working diligently around around the clock for this program to make sure it's as meaningful and as impactful as it possibly can. And we wanted you to get to know them because they may not have been in some of the other events that we've had throughout the year. Lastly, at the end of every presentation, you will see a poll pop up. Please click it if you'd like to meet or have an introduction with those startups, and Plug and Play will facilitate the introduction after that. So with that, let's go ahead and kick it off with our first fireside chat between Plug and Play CEO Saeed Hamidi and Jacob Joor, the President and CEO of the Alliance to End Plastic Waste, as they talk about their relationship together and their future collaboration and partnership and how it's growing around the world. Take it away, guys.